Hey folks, Mokarano here. I'm gonna go for a little ride. It's kind of a pretty overcast day. The wind is blowing up here in Texas Hill Country, and I just woke up feeling a little melancholy today for some reason. Probably, the weather. The weather does that. I'm sensitive to stuff like that. So anyway, you could be too. Felt like going for a ride. And so, as usual, I'm on my 2002 Honda CBR 1100XX Blackbird, the silver one. And it's the only bike I have right now, so that's what I'm riding. Anyway, let's get going. I'm going to go down my long driveway and get out of here. I'm going to take 173 and going to head south to, let's do Lower Turtle Creek Road. Yeah, I think it's called 2771. And I'm going to test some audio. I'm having trouble with the audio on my videos, trying to work out the bugs. Hey, nothing's easy, is it? So anyway, thanks for joining me. Appreciate the company. And let's get this bike in first gear and be on our way. All right, here we are at 173. We're going to turn right, check for traffic, and here we go. Yeah, a little car pulling out in front of us. That's kind of cool. Not really. So, a little bit about what happened last night and why I woke up kind of, I guess, a little blue. But I didn't sleep well last night at all, and here's why. Well, it was supposed to be really bad weather last night, and it was. It was really, really windy. We thought there was going to be hail, and never a good thing. Kind of common here in Texas Hill Country, though. I'm in Kerrville, Texas. So, got the wife's car inside and everything, the bike, of course. But anyway, before it really got bad, I mean, it was blowing pretty bad, and we've got a hanging plant outside on the porch, and we've got birds in it, birds' nests, little baby birds. They look like aliens with mold on them. They're young. I think they're house finches. In fact, I know they are house finches. They look like sparrows, only the male is red. The upper body anyway. And so she took it down. so it wouldn't swing, and she had it on the ground, and I'm like, oh boy, that's, you know, birds don't want to be on the ground like that. So I put it up on a bench, and I thought it was out of the wind, and about an hour later I went to check on it, and it was blown off, tipped over, babies spilled out of the nest, one on the ground. It was ugly. I felt really bad, really bad. So anyway, here I'm picking up these little baby birds, trying to find them in the plant. They're small, you know, and so I'm trying to pick them up real gently and put them back in the nest. And of course they have not a clue what's going on. And I thought, well, we've killed them. That's that. You know, when humans touch baby birds, it's kind of their death sentence. At least that's what I understand. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, trying to do the right thing and ended up maybe killing the birds. So I felt bad. I just didn't get to sleep at all last night, and kind of, you know, when I don't sleep well, you know, it affects my mood. And then when it's overcast like this, it doesn't help. But you know, it's pretty. And let's see what we got going up here. Oh, Mr. Toyota coming up on the right. We can't let that happen. Let's do a little acceleration. Yeah, that'll work. I tried to shift into 7th. I do that a lot on the Blackbird. I don't know why, it's so smooth. Anyway, here we are out in the country right away. And it's kind of neat to live this close to the country. I came from Southwest Florida, Englewood, Florida to be exact, and oh man, not good riding for me. Not the kind of riding I like to do. You know, the cruiser guys, I liked it a lot. I could, you know, hang out in traffic and go 30-40 miles an hour, you know, to the bars and restaurants and stuff, but not my kind of riding. This is my kind of riding. So we're just going to take it easy today. Just don't feel like being a racer boy. Got some beautiful roads here. I think this is a really nice road. I thought it was Upper Turtle Creek Road, but it's really lower, it's called. Got ranches all over the place here. And, you know, all owned by people who've made better career choices than I have. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But anyway, I don't know what they're doing today, but I'm on a motorbike riding through Texas Hill Country, and it doesn't get much better than that. So, High Rafter Ranch on the left, and here's a sign for that. I'd like to know more about that. I had a workman out at the house that said he did some work out there. They have an 1800s house. Kind of cool. Probably all stone, like a lot of homes are around here. And don't know how many acres they've got, but probably quite a few. And then we're going to head over here on our left is going to be Shanto Ranch, which is I don't know, kind of a cool name, I think, Shanto Ranch. And a left-hander that just doesn't seem to end. That's kind of neat. So I'd like to turn my head and show you Shanto Ranch on the left, but probably not the safest thing to do while I'm riding a motorcycle. Looks like we've got a white pickup truck here going around this right-hander, so I have to go slow. Well, all good things must come to an end. And like they did there, He's in no hurry. And if he lives here, he wants probably everybody to go about 30 miles an hour through here. Just the way it is. Got a little development up here, housing development on the right. And I may duck in there. I don't know. Depends what I feel like. I've never been in there, so kind of neat, I guess. We'll find out. But maybe he or she is going to duck in there too. So we'll just go straight in. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Bye-bye. So we're just taking it easy today. Got a nice little ride. I guess they call this Lower Turtle Creek Road, and 2771. About 6 miles. Road work ahead. Well, let's see what that's all about. I don't know. Okay. Actually, is some road work maybe. 1 lane road ahead. Well, probably a good idea not to be racing through there. Be prepared to stop. Ooh, here we go. On a hill no less. This is exciting. And there's Mr. Flagman with the stop sign up for me. So we're through a little road work, and go play a little bit more. But I don't know. I was gonna head back. I was just gonna check my audio, do a short ride and check the audio, but I don't want to go through there again. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt. It's cool. Cool weather. It beats yesterday. Oh man, that was hot. We got a little rain. Little rain coming down, little rain. So, tell you what, I would love to ride longer, and I will, but let me check for traffic here. Let's go on home and see what kind of video we have and audio. I'm mostly worried about the audio. The video has never been bad. I'm shooting with a an 8-man Travo A100. Not an expensive camera, but so far it's done a good job. I think the color is good on the videos, and I've got it set at high def at 60 frames per second. So that seems to work out well. 12 megapixels, I think I've got it set at too. You know, when you get one of these things, you just have to fiddle with it. You know, I kind of naively thought that when I got all this stuff, I would be like, oh, so easy. You know, you just put it on your camera, you put it on your helmet, and hey, you know, you're good to go. No, well, it is not that easy. First of all, I had to fabricate a custom mount just to put it on my helmet, which took about a week or more, and that seems to be working out real well. But I've got the camera positioned on the chin of the helmet, which I think is a good spot for it. It centers it pretty well, and the problem is, you know, it's a rectangular camera, rectangular case that it's in too, pushing through the air. I think it generates a lot of noise, a lot of wind noise. But I mean, what's the alternative? You put it on the side of your helmet. I don't like that look at all. I don't like things lopsided, asymmetrical. That's just me. So I like things centered as much as I can get it. Well, now I'm glad they're not coming for me. So where was I? Don't like asymmetrical camera views. I like it pointed straight ahead. If you mount your camera on your bike, you're gonna get a lot of jittery video. You know, even with the stabilization techniques and everything they have, unless you put it on a gimbal of some sort. But you know, there's all sorts of pluses and minuses for whatever you do. And the thing with it on the bike is I don't know. Yeah, you're showing the bike leaning. It'll do that pretty well. Which if you've got a camera on your helmet, well, if you're riding correctly, it's not going to show, you know, as much leaning as a bike does, for sure. You know, but that's it. It can't look from side to side. It's fixed. You know, it's on your tank, your gas tank or something like that. So anyway, I like the helmet mount best. It tends to, you know, in that position, absorb a lot of the shocks. Not as jittery. Getting into some rain. I don't mind a little rain. I don't know what it's going to do to the video. I should probably rain-X this case for the camera. Not a bad idea. So you can see we're having a little gray day, and we're going to turn to the right here, Riverhill Blvd, and you know, go through a neighborhood where the you know, the chosen live, people that have more money than me. That's okay. I don't hold that against them. I'm happy for them. I'm happy being me. I don't want to be anybody else but me. Especially right now. Oh man, I'm on a motorcycle. Texas Hill Country. And like I said, hard to get better than that. This is a bumpy road though. You'd think with all the money around here they'd have a smoother road. That pretty much is a statement on life, right? You think people have it made, and they live on a bumpy road, so to speak. That's why it always pays to be happy with what you have. Be content. I'm not sure I've mastered that myself, but they tell me that's a good thing to aspire to. There's some deer. There's deer all over the place here, and they're crazy. They don't know what to do. long as they're not running out in front of me, that's all good. And naturally, when we get to a light, it goes red. You know how that is, right? But I can turn right on it. Nobody coming. Oh man, doing some creative driving here today. Mazda pulls out in front of a car, and I don't even think the car slowed down. So I'm always happy when the accident or wreck, actually is what they usually are, when they don't involve me. Those are my favorite kind. And here we are, going back to the homestead. Yeah, we'll go out again. I'll check the audio. No reason why we can't go out for another little ride, as long as everything checks out. And in we go.